Well, guys, as always, we are taking this situation extremely serious, and so is the mayor. Mayor, we've been hearing some rumors that maybe you tested positive, and we need to bite on the butt before things get out of control. Are you healthy and kicking?
I'm healthy and kicking. I've not tested positive. I've not been in a situation where I've been of risk where I can be tested for the virus. But I'm asymptomatic. I don't feel sick, and right now, what we're trying to do is implement everything that needs to be implemented. The city, obviously, the governor has new orders for us every single day. Every single day, we go back to the drawing board. We have everyone who could work from home who works for the municipal for our city is working from home. We have a full complement of first responders, our police department, our fire department, our Empress ambulance. Everyone is operating at 100% and doing the things that they should be and ought to be doing. So people should feel confident about their first responders. If there's a medical emergency, obviously call 911. If there's an emergency that deals with the coronavirus, then there are a separate set of protocols. But the questions, you'll ask the questions of the 911 operator, or she will ask those questions, or he will ask those questions, and then obviously you go take it from there. But the city is, there's no really bad news to report, and I think that's what I think people sometimes get a little nervous when you see things are quiet. They're quiet for a reason. They're quiet because everyone is doing what they should be doing, and that's what the taxpayers should expect. And I hope that we now, while we're home, spending time with our families, doing the things. I have 2 college kids who are now back home, who weren't home just a couple of weeks ago. Now they're back home. But we are, doing the things we should be doing, which is practicing good social behavior, trying to, to have that distancing, going for walks, which is not a bad thing. If you're not in a high-risk group, it's not a bad thing to go for a walk and to be out there. But again, just practice washing your hands. If you have a mask, if the good social distancing, 3 feet apart from everyone, that's certainly stuff that you should be doing. But in the meantime, we're kind of in this together. We don't really have much of a choice, but to just follow through. And I think if we all listen to what our leaders have put forth to us, starting from the governor, we'll get through this thing as quickly as we can.
Now, Mayor, what about getting together in a park, playing games? What do you say about that?
Obviously, physical contact can't happen. But if, like I said, if you're not in a high-risk group and you want to take, and I heard this from one of the press conferences with the governor, and you want to take a walk in one of our parks, we have beautiful parks in the city. Take a walk. Take a walk down the street. And like I said, just be careful and practice good social distancing and good. Make sure you wash your hands early and often. Just keep on washing.
Well, there is a huge difference between walking with your family, wife, or friend, and going to a park and play a game. There is a hell of a difference.
There's a big difference. No one is saying go to a park and have a ball game or anything like that. No, this is not what it's about. We really have to limit our exposure to each other as best we can, and that's what everybody should be exercising for the next few weeks.
Now, Mayor, I don't know if the numbers are correct, because some people hear something by the time that information is filtered all the way down, things change in between. Yesterday morning, we heard about 11 cases confirmed in the morning, a.m. By the end of the day, we heard about 37 cases confirmed, give or take a few. How many cases confirmed as of today? Are you at the liberty of saying?
I believe there are about 39 cases that have been confirmed. I just got the call. It escapes me. 39 cases that were confirmed for Yonkers. But it wasn't, just so you know, it wasn't 11 yesterday. It was 36 yesterday, and it's been growing. The numbers have been growing, but they haven't been doubling, and they haven't been tripling or anything like that. So we've been growing a few cases each and every single day. From what I'm being told, is that that's nothing out of the ordinary, and so we're not says a hot spot or anything like that. So people should feel good about that. And it took a long time before there was even one case associated with a school, and up until the school was closed, there were no cases associated with
Now
the
we
school.
have 3 cases
Right.
associated with the schools, correct?
And that's right. And remember, this is the 4th largest school district in New York State. There's 27,000 kids in the school district. To have only a handful associated with your schools is pretty remarkable. And I don't expect it to stay that good for that long. But like I said, we'll take the good news and we'll just move on to the next step.
Now, Mayor, yesterday I was following a story that happened on Warburton Avenue, and I was a little concerned when I saw our law enforcement. And when I say law enforcement, I talk about first responders, fire department, law enforcement, Empress EMS. They were engaging with the general public. Most of them had gloves. 2 officers had masks. The other ones did not. Fire department, they did not have masks, and they don't know who, even the person might be infected and don't know. Isn't that a risk? But again, I know it's difficult for a police officer if they have to struggle with somebody.
We have, just so you know, that there have been a number of changes to the protocols that have been put in place to protect the police department, to protect the fire department from being infected or being potentially infected by the coronavirus. And so, and it's just like this. We don't expect that when someone calls 911 with a corona issue that we're going to send our fire department out, because that's not what we need our fire department for. Our fire department needs to be there as first responders for a lot of different things, including fighting fires. And so we can't afford to lose our firefighters to a corona incident if it can be dealt with by Empress ambulance, let's say. So, some of the protocols have changed. Empress will be the first responder. If there's a need, then certainly our first responders, our police and fire, will participate. If there's an emergency, as much as we don't want them to have to participate, they will do so because they're sworn to serve and protect all of us, and sick or not. So, but the goal has been by this administration and working with our commissioners and with the brass is to see that we don't have that we have as minimum contact with our police and fire as we possibly can, because I want to keep them healthy, I want to keep them in place, and keep them serving, protecting the city, and so that's where we are at this point. What you saw was, like I said, you're going to have an incident like that, and if the incident breaks out into something more, you can't really stop and ask people, medical questions when you're dealing with something like that. So, good, nice to see you.
So they have to take it as it comes and address as it comes.
And you know what? There will be times that they will have to take it as it comes, but we will do everything we possibly can to avoid those situations when they can, and they know that.
Now, Mayor, there is a group of people, I call them the forgotten ones, the homeless people. That's a group of people that really don't care much about their health. They should, but they don't. They have so many problems that one more problem they really don't give a damn. I was talking to one that sometimes I take him to breakfast, go and have a breakfast, and I ask him, are you taking care of yourself? Are you watching? You know what he told me, Mayor? I really don't care. If I die, that's the best thing that can happen to me. That was sad to hear that. That was sad. But those people might be exposed, and they might be walking among us in stores or library. It's closed down, but they were there.
Right.
So, and that might be a potential exposure for the rest of the people. I know we cannot solve the homeless population,
No.
but I'm talking about the health issue now.
Right.
After all, they are in New City. They count the issue, but they are in New City.
No, but we do have to take care of them nonetheless. And then, as you know, when our officers are confronted with homeless people, they do look to see if they're symptomatic.
Maybe we need to speak a little louder.
They look to see if they are symptomatic. They are symptomatic. There's a different set of protocols that kick in. listen, clearly it's a vulnerable population. It has to be watched. I can't say that the city has all the answers for you right now, but I do know that, as usual, they're a special group, and they are taking care of it.
So they are not the forgotten ones. You know they are there, and you're addressing the issue. But we don't want the people to think, well, the city doesn't care about them.
No, we care about everyone.
You care about everyone.
And that's, and when we're having these long discussions every single day with as many as 3 or 4 different departments at the same time for hours, our discussions are just about that. It's about everyday people. It's about serve and protect. It's about making sure that we're taking care of the most vulnerable of our population. At the same time, trying to keep everyone as healthy as they can, because the healthier we keep everybody in this city, the quicker we can move on and get away from this dreaded virus and move on to a more normal life.
Now, Mayor, last question here to conclude this interview. You said that we should follow the instructions, and we are hearing information that is coming out every day, and it changes on hour to hour, from the President of the United States to the governors to the mayors. And one of the things that we are hearing is that the tests are free, okay, and they will soon be available to many more people. I was at the St. Joseph's Hospital while they were building the tent, and the director, Lorraine Horgan, told us that anyone can go to the mobile lab and be tested, but it will be treated as an emergency visit, which means there is a charge. So are these tests free or they're not free?
I would imagine if you are someone, let's put it this way, if you're someone who is at high risk, then you can get the test. If you're someone who maybe is not of high risk, then I'm guessing that maybe you're going to be charged for it. But that's a question I have to ask as to see what. But most the tests are free, and especially for those who need it, they're not going to be charged for those tests. And that's why people ask me, why don't you take the test? Why would I take a test that someone else who's symptomatic needs? I'll take the test if I feel ill. I'll take a test, or if I come in contact with somebody.
Then there is a reason for it.
And there's a reason.
But Mayor,
because there are a lot of people, as you know, who are just scared and they want to take the test.
Yeah.
Well, that's not exactly what it's there for.
But Mayor,
we have to take care of those who need it.
That's where we entered into a conflict of information. That's what they are saying. If you're not showing any symptoms, there is no need to take the test. Let's reserve those tests for people that are showing signs of being sick. But then we look around and we see that the president took a test. He's saying that it's not showing. Lots of professional players are taking the test. They're not showing.
No, but let's talk about what the real problem is. The real problem is we don't have enough tests, and so the federal government has got to do more to allow more laboratories. And I know that they've loosened some of the restrictions, but they got to get more tests out there in the open so that everyone can take this test and everyone can take it for free, because that's where we should be going. And but until we get there, we'll deal with what's in front of us.
Well, Mayor, thank you always for taking the time to talk to us. Guys, we put that to rest. Mayor is not sick. He did not test positive. He's healthy and kicking, as you see. As a matter of fact, he was working before they got here.
I was, my wife and I moved 2 doors away. So we moved, we leapfrog over a house. So we're safe. We're still in Yonkers. We didn't move out of the city. We just moved from one house,
still in the same city,
2 doors down. And so I was, she's been having me paint. So
okay.
I've been painting.
So you guys, if you hear or if you read in other social platforms that the mayor tested positive, you heard it from the mayor himself. That is not true. He's healthy, he's kicking, he's working hard. Right, Mayor?
And painting.
And painting. So thank you for watching. Yonkers Voice is always where it needs to be to give you the information that you need to know. Sometimes that information might not be what many people want to hear, but we prefer to give you the information that we believe it's true, even though sometimes it might not be 100% correct, but we never intentionally give you information to mislead you. We try our best, Mayor.
I know.
Now, Mayor, do you follow Yonkers Voice?
I do.
Ah, you got it? You see, Mayor follows us, so you better follow. So thank you guys, until next time. Mayor, anything else you want to say?
No, just be healthy, hug your, well, I guess you can't say hug your loved ones
Yeah.
anymore, but give your loved ones a nice elbow, tell them you love them, and wash your hands a lot.
No, Mayor, just one more thing before we leave. Guys, this slow down of work, take off, stay home, it's not a vacation.
Not a vacation.
But you can take it, the time, and use it to stay with your family, communicate and talk. But it's not time to go to the beach, it's not time to go to shopping centers, it's not time to go play, it's not time to do spring cleaning and put all the stuff outside. Because remember, even though the city is working on full staff, we need to take in consideration that things might change quickly. So do just the essentials, correct, Mayor?
That's it. Yeah, do what you need to do. And again, take care of yourselves. Be healthy.
On that note,
You know, practice healthy lifestyle. Take vitamins. You know, try to, do anything your mother taught you about being
Do it.
healthy. Do that. It's about keeping yourself as healthy as possible, because even if you come in contact with the virus, if you're healthy, there's a chance that you won't even get it.
yes. So guys, you know, if you're home, wash your hands with water and soap. Save the sanitizer for when you're out, when water and soap is not available. You know, be on ration. You know, don't use it all the time, even if you're at home, because if you're home, it's not necessary. Water and soap at home will do the job.
Yep, that's right.
Correct, Mayor?
That's right. They say sing happy birthday twice.
That's it. So, until next time, guys.